The following is a presentation of Eagle Radio and Sacred Heart Basketball.
Well, good afternoon and welcome one more time here on a Saturday matinee. High school basketball, it is the Sacred Heart Knights taking on the Bishop Ward Cyclones. Our girls game coming up in about 10 minutes with a 2 o'clock tip-off. The boys will follow, and now we'll conclude the games here at the tournament. We're actually in the auxiliary gym. We're in the middle school gym here as the other two teams, Chapman and Rossville, the girls getting set to start there in the district gym where we were the last couple of games back last night and yesterday, or I should say rather back on Tuesday as well. These will be the final games of the tournament here, but they play these last varsity games both at the same time, so two gyms. And if you've never been here to Chapman, just a nice facility. If you walk in, there's a commons area here in the sports complex. You walk one way, or you walk in the door, you turn one way. You turn to your left, you're in the district gym. You turn to your right, you're in the middle school gym. So just a few feet actually separates these two gyms. So it's a nice place for a tournament like this and a great atmosphere. Although speaking of the atmosphere here, you've got the two of the four teams on the road for this one. Two of the teams that have traveled, as Chapman is the host school on their home floor. Here for Bishop Ward and here for Sacred Heart. Not a lot of fans here in the arena. This is something I just made reference to, the deceptively loud atmosphere of the district gym, and in this case it might be much the opposite, at least for part of this one, but not a lot of fans here. Hope you'll be coming in here, and also if you're not able to be here, joining us here with the audio and the video as we stream it on Salina Post. So thank you for being with us. I'm Adam Coulter. Avery Cadle is across the way with the camera. Just a different view for us here. First few games we've been on the same side of the floor, and this time Avery's all the way up. The way the gym is configured, there's one side with bleachers and there's another side without bleachers. That's where the scoring table and the benches will be. And if the camera, if it goes all the way to the right, to the far baseline in the corner, you might get a peek at me here over in this corner, but I'll try and keep my directions and your directions as we're watching from different vantage points here straight as we go through these two games here today. Again, it is the Irish Classic, the final games here this Saturday afternoon. Glad you're with us. Sacred Heart taking on Bishop Ward. Sacred Heart trying to even out its record at 2-2. Meanwhile, Bishop Ward, their ladies are still looking for their first victory as they come into this one with a record of 0-3. We'll go ahead and take our first timeout. We'll come back. We'll give you the starters and also get you set for the start of our first game of two today. The girls in action, Sacred Heart and Bishop Ward, as you're listening to Sacred Heart basketball from the Irish Classic Tournament in Chapman on Salina Post.
Winter travel can be treacherous if your tires are worn out. Stay safe with an inspection at Commercial Tire Company. Cold weather also drops the inflation in your tires. Get them checked today to avoid losing grip or damaging your tires. Commercial Tire will help keep you safe. For repairs that aren't tire related, our automotive and diesel mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th, Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
It's the holidays, the most glorious time of the year. Friends and family coming to your home to celebrate with dinner, drinks, and that terrible, horrendous smell. What is that? That is your septic system backing up into your home and making your holiday stink. If you haven't had your septic system pumped out and cleaned in the last 3 years, you're asking for trouble. Call Salina Septic Service today, and we will make sure your holiday is jolly and bright. Salina Septic Service, wishing you and yours a very Merry Christmas and worry-free holiday season.
It's the holiday season, and that means holiday gifts for you from Salina Medical Aesthetics. Now through the end of the year, purchase 1 syringe of filler and get 10 units of Botox as your holiday gift. Cruise into winter with the SME Brighten and Tighten Laser Package. 4 dye VL and 4 clear lift treatments for face and neck. Just $2,500. Botox is also 10% off. Treat yourself or those you love with specials and gift cards from Salina Medical Aesthetics. See more online with social media and salinamedesthetics.org.
Everyone at Vernon Jewelers would like to thank you for coming into the store and celebrating our 139th anniversary. We'd like to remind you the holiday season is not far away. Shop now and get those great holiday gift ideas for that special someone or special occasion. We can custom order and find that unique to you piece, so stop in. Our service shop is ready to serve you and take care of anything you may need from repair to cleaning. Vernon Jewelers in downtown Salina, where it's the little things that matter since 1884.
And now back to Sacred Heart Basketball.
Welcome back to Sacred Heart Basketball here on Salina Post. Glad you're with us listening and watching the audio stream and the video stream here on Salina Post. Adam Coulter and Avery Cadle on the broadcast. Myself on the mic, Avery on the camera today once again, and we're glad you're with us. A little under 5 minutes left on the clock before we get this first one going, and the starters here for the two teams in this one. Same starting five for Sacred Heart as they will start. Katie Weiss, a senior at 5'7". Megan Torrey, a 5'9" senior. Also Skylar Douglas, sophomore at 5'7". Avery Eshelman, leading scorer for the Knights thus far. She's a senior at 6'1". And Sydney Getz will start once again, a senior, 5'3". So Katie Weiss, Megan Torrey, Skylar Douglas, Avery Eshelman, and Sydney Getz, the starting five for the Sacred Heart Lady Knights. Meanwhile, for Bishop Ward, they'll start Flora Macias, a 5'5" sophomore, very young team and a very inexperienced team. Honestly, just a couple of seniors on the roster, several freshmen, and really compared to the other teams with their 12 to 15 or more players on the roster, just 11 on theirs. So we'll see most of them on the floor today. But again, Flora Macias, a 5'5" sophomore, starts today for the Lady Cyclones. Diana Calderon, she's a 5'8" junior. Ivana Piero Neri, a sophomore, 5'7". Emily Collins, a guard at 5'7". She's a senior. And Nieves Vasquez, another senior at 5'5". So again, it's Flora Macias, Diana Calderon, Ivana Piero Neri, Emily Collins, and Nieves Vasquez starting for the Lady Cyclones of Bishop Ward. Head coach, Mr. John Coakley of Bishop Ward. Carl Hines of the Sacred Heart Knights. We'll take one more timeout. We'll come back, and we'll get you set for the tip-off. You're listening to Sacred Heart Basketball, watching and listening to it on Salina Post, as this is coverage of the Irish Classic Tournament here in Chapman on Salina Post.
Winter travel can be treacherous if your tires are worn out. Stay safe.
See more online with social media and Salina Medicine.
PainClinic.org.
And now back.
Hometown Disposal is a locally owned and operated waste hauling company offering residential and commercial trash service. Hometown Disposal offers front load, roll off, and rear load disposal bins for all your waste hauling needs. Let Hometown Disposal assist you with all your daily, weekend, or seasonal cleanup jobs. Hometown Disposal offers waste disposal options that are simple, affordable, and stress-free. Hometown Disposal is the right choice for families, local business owners, and general contractors. Contact Hometown Disposal, Salina's premier waste hauling solution.
Looking to take the next step in your career? Consider an MBA from Kansas Wesleyan. You can complete the program fully online in as little as 1 year, and your last class is free. Want to be a part of one of the region's fastest growing universities? Visit kwu.edu/MBA today. That's kwu.edu/MBA.
Whether on the field, court, or in the operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 40 years of orthopedic service. If you need help staying active or just want to discuss options regarding the newest techniques and services and specialties that Salina Ortho provides, see one of our trusted physicians or visit salinaortho.com. Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of two types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialists will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
And now back to Sacred Heart basketball.
Welcome back to coverage of the Irish Classic Tournament in Chapman. As you're watching and listening to live audio and video from Salina Post, we thank you for joining us. Adam Coulter and Avery Cadle on the broadcast. And just a peek ahead, after this one, this will be the fourth game for the Knights away from home. And I say that they are in the road blues today with the gold trim. Meanwhile, Bishop Ward gets to wear their home jerseys here for the first time this season as they're in their home whites, trimmed in black. Knights will go on the road Tuesday night to Berean Academy and then be off on the following Friday on the 7th, or on the, I should say the 15th rather, but then the following Monday we'll go to southeast of Salina, so that'll be the final games after this one of the slate here in 2023. Out on the floor are the Knights, and already awaiting to jump center is Avery Eshelman. 8 up on the clock. Once again, it's Weiss, Torrey, Douglas, Eshelman, and Getz for the Knights. Macias, Calderon, Piera Neri, Collins, and Vasquez for the A-Lady Cyclones. And it'll be Calderon to jump center. 5-inch height advantage, 5'8" versus 6'1". And here's the opening tap, controlled by Sacred Heart. They're going to go, as you look at it, down the floor and already up and in. That's good by Katie Weiss. As now left to right, and there I might be in your view in the corner. Shot missing, rebound Katie Weiss, and they're now to your left. On the other end, up and off the glass and good. Avery Eshelman with 2, and it's a 4-0 lead right out the bat here in this one. Again, as you view it from our camera, Cyclones going left to right, the Knights right to left here in the opening half. There's a jumper from the baseline. That'll miss. Rebound goes to Megan Torrey. Off it goes Skylar Douglas. Outlet to Eshelman. Off the glass again and around, and it goes. In it goes. 6-0 Knights. And just over 30 seconds gone by here in the opening quarter. On the other end, runner, that's no good. Another one and done. Shot no good by Emily Collins. Weiss down the floor to her, left to Douglas. Entry pass, Eshelman, left baseline. Now back out high, Douglas from Torrey, back to Weiss. Lob down low, off glass, that'll miss. Got her own rebound, and fouled is Eshelman. 1 minute gone by, 6-0, and the first shots of the contest for the Knights. The foul goes on Piero Neri. Free throw up and missing the first end, or the front one, I should say. And again, if you're just joining us or haven't had a chance to listen to any basketball yet this season, 5 fouls max per quarter as opposed to 10 per half. Second one's good. Eshelman with 5. The Knights lead 7-0. No 1-and-1s this season. All 2-shot fouls, and that's a carry. Now, it's actually a traveling violation, but nonetheless, it is a turnover. Back to Sacred Heart with a 7-point lead already and looking to add to it. Inbound to Getz. Gets between the rings. Off it goes to Weiss. Another lob down low. Turnaround, Eshelman got it. Eshelman with 7. Weiss with 2. The Knights lead 9-0. Opening minute and a half of this one here. Our first of 2 today. Boys will follow a little later on. And there's a loose ball taken by Weiss for the Knights. Outlet now to Getz. All the way to the basket. High off the glass, up and good. 11-0 Sacred Heart, 6:19 to go. Opening quarter, and a timeout is called. We'll take a quick one as well. You're listening to Sacred Heart basketball from the Irish Classic Tournament in Chapman on Salina Post.
Winter travel can be treacherous if your tires are worn out. Stay safe with an inspection at Commercial Tire Company. Cold weather also drops the inflation in your tires. Get them checked today to avoid losing grip or damaging your tires. Commercial Tire will help keep you safe. For repairs that aren't tire related, our automotive and diesel mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th, Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
It's the holidays.
Welcome back to coverage of the Irish Classic Tournament here in Chapman. Our audio and video here on Salina Post. We're glad you're with us. There's a three-point shot from the near corner. I guess the far corner for you watching. Well, a runner, that's going to be missed. 2 minutes gone by. Knights opening up on an 11-0 run. There's a drive to the basket off the glass. That's missed, and the rebound goes to Torrey. Dumped off to Getz for the Knights. Outlet pass now, Weiss to the basket. Up and under, and she is called for a traveling violation. So 11 straight for the Knights, and checking in now for Sacred Heart as Douglas and Getz come out. Checking in are Richards and Lee. 5:40 left, there's a drive. Kick pass, trying to kick it out to the corner. And it'll be Torrey to inbound to Weiss. An 11-0 cushion for the Knights here early on. And as I mentioned at the outset, just a young, inexperienced Cyclones team. They will battle you, but just very tough success playing some good teams. And they have struggled throughout the year thus far, looking for their first win. 0-3 thus far. Weiss for three, top of the key, got it. Weiss with 5. And a drive, and Weiss at 2. She's got 4. Getz with 2. Eshelman with 7. Weiss one more time. Another 3. Up. Good again. That one is a 3 ball. 16-0. 7 apiece for Weiss and Eshelman, and 2 more by Getz. And that's passed out of bounds. And it's going to stay with Sacred Heart, or go to Sacred Heart, rather, I should say. 4.5 to play, not quite to the midpoint here of the opening quarter. Knights, tough losses, but hard-fought ones against Clifton Clyde, and then Rossville here in the tournament yesterday. Weiss lost the handle on the way up to the basket. Foul's going to be called. Knights looking for win number 2 here to even their record out at 2-2. They would go 2-1 here in the tournament, assuming they hold on and win this game, with wins over Chapman and Bishop Ward right here. 17-0, midpoint of the first. Into the corner, ball fake there. And up top, Piero Nevi. To the right to Collins. Into the game now for the Knights. Bethany Camp is out there now. Richards, Weiss, Lee, and Eshelman, the 5 on the floor for the Sacred Heart girls. And timeout called by Bishop Ward. 30-second timeout. We'll take a quick one as well. Sacred Heart up 17 as you're watching and listening to coverage of the Irish Classic Tournament in Chapman on Salina Post.
Everyone at Vernon Jewelers would like to thank you for coming into the store and celebrating our 139th anniversary. We'd like to remind you the holiday season is not far away. Shop now and get those great holiday gift ideas for that special someone or special occasion. We can custom order and find that unique to you piece, so stop in. Our service shop is ready to serve you and take care of anything you may need from repair to cleaning. Vernon Jewelers in downtown Salina, where it's the little things that matter since 1884.
And back in Chapman here, the final games of the tournament here on this Saturday afternoon. The steal by Lee, outlet pass to Weiss, all alone to the basket, ahead of the pack, off glass up and good, and she's got 9 now to lead all scorers. 9 for Weiss, 7 for Eshelman, and on the other end there's Lee with a basket off glass, first bench points for the Knights, and it's 21-0. Weiss with 9, Eshelman 7, gets 2 and Lee 2. Campa to inbound, knocked out of, wrong 21. Emily Collins, I should say, inbounding for the Cyclones. Bishop Ward again. Just trying to get something going around this Sacred Heart defense and stepping on the end line. Three minutes left. Opening quarter. Knights pitching a shutout, 21-0. There's Lee driving, right baseline, kicked out to the corner. Campa, and a 3 is up, missing. Checking in, Macias for the Cyclones. 2:45 and counting here in the first. And that's going to be off the hands and out of bounds, off the hands of Jasmine Hernandez. Ball back to the Knights to Douglas, inbound from Richards. 2.5 to play in the first. Patterson set to check in. Torrey's going to check back in as well. Left-handed shot up, missed. And the rebound taken by the Cyclones. Again down the floor, a spin in the lane, but losing the handle. And on the floor, back to the Knights one more time. Torrey back in. Out goes Richards and out goes Eshelman for the Knights. Inbound. Torrey to Douglas. Between the rings. Left corner. And a drive, bounce pass. Nice pass from Patterson, or rather to Patterson. Up and good. Give the assist to Maya Hamilton. Minute 40 left, and this, I knew the Cyclones would struggle with the Knights, just as they have their first 3 games of the season, or at least I assumed that, and thought as well the Knights are going to get some of their younger ladies in there, going to learn a few new names, and Maya Hamilton, or Mia Hamilton, I should say, I'm sorry. Minute 20 to go. First quarter, 23-0 Knights. There's Douglas once again. Patterson's in there, Campa. Hamilton for 3 and buried it. And I am not sure if it's Maya or Mia, so my apologies for that. But young Miss Hamilton just buried a 3. On the other end, that breaks the run. Collins with a basket. And on the other end, driving is Campa. Got her own rebound. Taking back up top. Torrey for 3. That's going to miss. And the rebound, Hamilton. 34.8 to go in the first. Knights up 2 dozen. Campa's going to come out. Gets checks back in for the Knights. .30 seconds left. Douglas, left hand, tough runner, no good. Offensive rebound, Getz collects it. Gets out high. And a bump, this will be a foul call on Flora Macias. And that'll be 3 on the team, each team with 3 here late in the first quarter. Fast moving first, and it's been all Sacred Heart. Into Getz with 20 seconds left here in the opening period. 26-2, there's a runner up, left hand, that won't pop in for Douglas. And now losing control, it's out of bounds. Back to the Knights, 7.7 to go here late in the first quarter. Inbound to Getz with 6, with 5. Left side Douglas. Boy, nice pass to Patterson, off glass and good to end the quarter. Good looking pass. Patterson's 4th points. And after one period, it's 28-2 Knights. You're listening to coverage of the Irish Classic Tournament in Chapman on Salina Post.
Salina Surgical Hospital is a high-quality surgical facility with a comfortable and home-like atmosphere. Together with our community's greatest doctors, we are committed to a patient care model where exceptional satisfaction is the norm and every patient feels like they are treated with respect, dignity, and compassion. Salina Surgical Hospital is partially owned by a group of local community-involved physicians. Talk to your doctor about scheduling your next procedure with us. Salina Surgical Hospital. Your voice, your choice.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
You're listening to Sacred Heart Basketball.
Welcome back to coverage of night basketball. Second quarter underway. 26 straight by the Knights. Quick 2 broke that run in the final minute of the first, and the Knights lead by 26 here to start the second, 28-2. Pass taken away by Eshelman. Outlet to Weiss. Weiss in the corner, Douglas, nice passing there by the Knights. That's up, boy, that was halfway down and out for Eshelman, and it's knocked out of bounds, and a foul is going to be called here. This will be the first one. It's going to go on Getz for the Knights. 7:26 to go before halftime. Cyclones with the ball, down a bunch. And there's a double dribble as Vasquez trying to slash her way through a couple of the Knight defenders. Torres to Weiss. Not quite a minute gone by here in the second quarter. Weiss for Eshelman. Nice backdoor cut off the glass. Oh, that one wouldn't go for Getz. And taken by the Lady Cyclones. Minute plus gone by, second quarter. In the far corner. Now it shot, and that's going to be a traveling violation. As Vasquez went up for the shot, left her feet, and landed again. So the ball back to the Knights one more time. Weiss down the floor. Dumped off to Torrey. Back to Weiss, right wing. She'll drive, right side, up. Couple of bounces, no good. Offensive rebound to Douglas. And stepped on the baseline, it appeared. Having a bit of a hard time, honestly. We're looking at the scorer's table across the way in the benches. I'm in the corner right by the Sacred Heart bench, so some of those 2s and 3s, I'm not seeing the arc to necessarily know. And there's no PA announcer, but Weiss on the break, off the glass, up and good. 12 for Katie, and the lead is 28. But nonetheless, Eden Sharpton coming in for the Knights. And again, I do want to apologize front and center that some of these younger ladies that are going to get some playing time today, left-hand shot, but like Douglas, tough luck for her. 2 or 3 shots now for her that have been open down low, and they've been halfway down and popping back out for her. Shot up and good. That's the 3 for Katie Weiss with 15 now. The lead 31. And that's going to be tapped out of bounds right in front of the Knights bench. Megan Torrey is going to inbound to Katie Weiss. Also out there on the floor, Sharpton, Douglas, and Getz. There's Douglas. And again, she drew 2 fouls, but like Douglas has, again, set herself up for 3 or 4 shots down low, and the proverbial lid on the basket for her, but see if she can make a couple here from the free throw line. And that one also pops out for her. Here comes Richards back in the game for Getz. Left-handed shot. And that one does rattle in for her. That's her first point for Skylar Douglas. Megan Torrey, the lone Knight, without a point as of yet. The lone starter, I should say. Reach in, taken away. Douglas to Weiss off the glass, high off the glass, left side up and good. 17 for Weiss. 5 minutes to go before halftime, and the lead now 34. Into the game for the Cyclones, overthrowing a pass. It's going to go, well, nearly went out of bounds. It was saved momentarily, and now turned back over to the Cyclones. Jasmine Hernandez, number 3 down low. A leap and a steal, and ooh, Megan Torrey slid headlong and to some oohs and ahs, I think, out of concern. But she is all right. All smiles on the Knights bench, up 36-2. Lee back in there. Here's Douglas, left hand shot, and there she got it. 3 for Douglas. And the lead is 38-2. Not quite to the midpoint of the second quarter. It's going to be our 3rd foul of the quarter. It's going to go against Sacred Heart. It's going to be the first on Lee, just the 2nd on the team. Shot, forced a runner, that's missed. Rebound Eshelman. Midpoint of the second, 4 minutes gone by, 4 minutes to go before halftime. 38-2 Sacred Heart. Pass down low, off the glass, up and good by Patterson. 2 more for her off the bench. And she's got a half dozen. Sacred Heart by 38. 40-2. Turning in the lane, shot up, missing, rebound Eshelman one more time. Dumped off to Richards, who's back in there. Now Lee driving right baseline. And a foul's going to be called. That's going to go against Fierro Neri, excuse me. 3.5 to go before halftime. Knights 40, Lady Cyclones 2. Knights up 38. There's Richards spinning in the lane, puts it up off the glass. Too strong there, rebound Cyclones. In the hands of Vasquez across the timeline. Lee awaits her. Clock rolling here towards the 3-minute mark of the first half. Again, beyond the arc, and Sacred Heart defense giving the Cyclones some fits. Tip by Lee, and it'll stay with the Lady Cyclones with 2:51 to play in the second. Bounce pass on the baseline, and when nearly stepping on the baseline, shot up, that's going to be missed by Villegas. Down on the other end. Adlin Lee with it, right wing. Now between the rings to Richards, to her left. Eshelman, jump stop in the lane, off the heel, no good. Tipped around and taken back by the Lady Cyclones. 2:20 left before halftime. (40-2) our score, and there's a nice cutter, and that is good. Villegas makes it a 40-4 game. On the other end, up, good, and one. And Eshelman, chance for the old-fashioned three-point play. And this free throw would give her 10. Back onto the floor. Weiss and Douglas also out there. Rosie Torres out there on the floor for the Knights. Hamilton's checked back in. And I'm missing one. Who'd I forget? So Rosie Torres out there. Oh, there we go. Eli Campa's out there. So Torres, Campa. Hamilton. Along with Douglas and Weiss. Reach in and a takeaway. All the way to the basket, up right side, and foul on the way up, it looked like. That was Hamilton driving. Basket good there. .1:15 to go before halftime. 45-4 Knights. All the way to the basket. Offensive rebound, put back up, missed. Rebound taken by Campa for the Knights. Outlet pass now. And a reach in, and a foul is going to be called. This one's going to go on Vasquez. A minute and a second left before halftime. It's 45-4. One minute left before halftime. Douglas from Weiss. Douglas driving, bounce pass to the left low block. That's missed by Campa, and a tie-up. And the possession arrow is going to give it to Bishop Ward. .9. There's a 3-ball from the near corner to you. Watching online, another foul. And that's going to be 5 against Bishop Ward. 2 shots for the duration. The remainder of the quarter. Eli Campa to the line. Shot up and missed. And Campa's second one up, also missed. Got her own rebound on the deflection. Kicked back out to Hamilton. Now Douglas. Left corner, open 3. Off the heel, high Karam. Now between the rings, Hamilton with it again. Final 12, 11, and 10 seconds now, and losing it for a moment now. Douglas, left-hand shot, no good. Final seconds are going to tick away here. Just 1.6 to go before halftime. Might be a 5-second call, but inbound goes to Douglas at the horn. Oh, off the iron, but no good. So we are at halftime. Our score all night, it's 45-4 as we head to halftime. We'll take a quick break, come back with more after this. You're listening to Sacred Heart Basketball from the Irish Classic Tournament in Chapman. You're watching it and you're listening to it on Salina Post.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
Maury Clinic is pleased to welcome obstetrician and gynecologist Dr. Mariah Jones. Dr. Jones is a Salina area native and is excited to return to her roots and care for the women of North Central Kansas. She completed medical school and residency at the University of Kansas School of Medicine. Dr. Jones is joining Drs. Knox, Prendergast, Morgan, Ablard, and Roche at Maury Women's Clinic in Salina. Schedule your appointment with Dr. Jones by calling 785-827-7261 or visit MauryClinic.com to learn why you matter more at Maury.
Hometown Disposal is a locally owned and operated waste hauling company offering residential and commercial trash service. Hometown Disposal offers front load, roll off, and rear load disposal bins for all your waste hauling needs. Let Hometown Disposal assist you with all your daily, weekend, or seasonal cleanup jobs. Hometown Disposal offers waste disposal options that are simple, affordable, and stress-free. Hometown Disposal is the right choice for families, local local business owners and general contractors. Contact Hometown Disposal, Salina's premier waste hauling solution.
Looking to take the next step in your career? Consider an MBA from Kansas Wesleyan. You can complete the program fully online in as little as 1 year, and your last class is free. Want to be a part of one of the region's fastest growing universities? Visit kwu.edu/MBA today. That's kwu.edu/MBA.
You're listening to Sacred Heart Basketball.
Welcome back to Sacred Heart Basketball from the auxiliary gym, the middle school gym, as it were, here on the campus of Chapman. Well, the USD 473 sports complex here as the middle school gym and the district gym. I mentioned at the outset, if you've never been to this facility, you go back years, have you heard about the Chapman tornado that did some damage here in Chapman, but really a nice facility here. I've enjoyed being here the past few years when I've been able to be here. The district gym across the way, if you walk in, there's a commons area. You turn left and you're in the district gym. You turn right, you're in the middle school gym where we are right now, as we are at halftime here. 45-4 is the score. Scoring in the game thus far, Katie Weiss with 15 points to lead all scorers. Avery Eshelman with 12 more. Also scoring today, Skylar Douglas has 5. Alyssa Patterson, 6 off the bench. 3 for Mia Hamilton and 2 more by Adeline Lee for Sacred Heart. Meanwhile, for Bishop Ward, 2 for Emily Collins and 2 for Kimberly Villegas. And that is the extent of their scoring here in this one. So 26-0, the Knights led late in the first. Bishop Ward broke the run, and it was 28-2 after the opening quarter. Knights went on to another 16-point, well, actually check that, it'd be a 14-point run to make it 40-2, and the Cyclones score one more time. So the Knights tack on 5 more, and we sit at 45-4 here at halftime here from Chapman. We'll take another break, and we will come back and continue halftime. You're watching and listening to Sacred Heart Basketball from the Irish Classic Tournament in Chapman on Salina Post.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
Maui Clinic is pleased to welcome obstetrician and gynecologist Dr. Mariah Jones. Dr. Jones is a Salina area native and is excited to return to her roots and care for the women of north central Kansas. She completed medical school and residency at the University of Kansas School of Medicine. Dr. Jones is joining Drs. Knox, Prendergast, Morgan, Ablard, and Roche at Maui Women's Clinic in Salina. Schedule your appointment with Dr. Jones by calling 785-827-7261 or visit MauiClinic.com to learn why you matter more at Maury.
Hometown Disposal is a locally owned and operated waste hauling company offering residential and commercial trash service. Hometown Disposal offers front load, roll off, and rear load disposal bins for all your waste hauling needs. Let Hometown Disposal assist you with all your daily, weekend, or seasonal cleanup jobs. Hometown Disposal offers waste disposal options that are simple, affordable, and stress-free. Hometown Disposal is the right choice for families, local business owners, and general contractors. Contact Hometown Disposal, Salina's premier waste hauling solution.
Looking to take the next step in your career? Consider an MBA from Kansas Wesleyan. You can complete the program fully online in as little as 1 year, and your last class is free. Want to be a part of one of the region's fastest growing universities? Visit kwu.edu/MBA today. That's kwu.edu/MBA.
You're listening to Sacred Heart Basketball.
And back here from Chapman, Adam Coulter and Avery Cadle on the broadcast this afternoon. Our first of two today and final games of the Irish Classic tournament here in Chapman. It's been all Sacred Heart. They score 26 off the bat unanswered. They're up 40-2 at one point, and they lead here at halftime 45-4 as about a minute remains here in the halftime break. 15 points to lead all scores for Katie Weiss. Avery Eshelman with 12. Also 5 for Skylar Douglas. 6 off the bench for Alyssa Patterson. 3 for Mia Hamilton. 2 apiece for Sydney Getz, and also off the bench for Adeline Lee. Our 45 points for the Knights. Bishop Ward, 2 for Emily Collins, and 2 more by Kimberly Villegas, the lone baskets for the Bishop Ward Lady Cyclones. Knights back out on the floor. And again, all smiles here on the Knights bench, and why wouldn't there be? And barring something completely crazy, the Knights are going to go to 2-2 on the season and finish 2-1 here in the Irish Classic with wins over Chapman and wins over Bishop Ward. As yesterday they fell to Rossville, and can't say enough the effort of those girls yesterday, where they were down by 27 late in the game in the fourth quarter, but clawed all the way back to make it a respectable 15-point defeat. But playing a tough team, nothing to be ashamed of in that one. Girls lost at 60-45, but fought tooth and nail from wire to wire. So now underway. As you look at it, the Bishop Ward girls are going to go right to left, and the Knights are going to go left to right. Camera is opposite of me today, so I'm actually in the corner if you haven't noticed me over here yet. Here comes Getz on a drive. Boy, and there's a block right in front of me here in the corner. I'm right to the left of the Knight bench as you view it. Off the glass, that's going to be no good, and a foul is, I believe, going to be called. 30 seconds gone by into the third quarter. Back down is Katie Weiss, starting 5 on the floor for the Knights. Weiss, Tori, Douglas. Eshelman with the ball off the glass, up and good, and also gets out there. That is 14 for Eshelman, with not quite a minute gone by here in the third quarter. Getting out high with it is Vasquez, and full timeout will be called by the Lady Cyclones. We'll take it as well. 47-4 Knights. You're watching and listening to coverage of Sacred Heart basketball on Salina Post.
Salina Surgical Hospital is a high-quality surgical facility with a comfortable and home-like atmosphere. Together with our community's greatest doctors, we are committed to a patient care model where exceptional satisfaction is the norm and every patient feels like they are treated with respect, dignity, and compassion. Salina Surgical Hospital is partially owned by a group of local community-involved physicians. Talk to your doctor about scheduling your next procedure with us. Salina Surgical Hospital. Your voice, your choice.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
You're listening to Sacred Heart Basketball.
Back in Chapman, Sacred Heart up 43, and initial inbound pass tipped back out of bounds. Under 7 to play in the quarter, and it's going to go out of bounds right back to Sacred Heart. And the Knights up a bunch. Quick 2-0 tally by the Knights here in the third quarter, and they're up 43. Weiss out high, goes to her left, gets on the wing. Right side, Weiss, jumper, no good. Up, Weiss had a hand on it, but the rebound goes back to Vasquez and back to Bishop Ward. About 90 seconds gone by now, third quarter. He's trying to drive, and a trio of blue jerseys waiting. There's a three-point shot missing. Rebound to Eshelman for the Knights. Outlet pass now, Torrey. And there's a nice steal by Bishop Ward. Vasquez tipped it to Collins. Jumper, left side off the top of the backboard. It's out of bounds. And it'll go back to the Knights. Comes Lee back in. Also Richards. Out comes Weiss, and out comes Douglas for Sacred Heart. 6:07 to play in the third. It's the Knights 47, Bishop Ward 4. Knights scored the first 26 and have not looked back. Bounce pass Eshelman. Nice pass to her, up and good. Eshelman all 4 here in the quarter for the Knights, and she's got 16. And again at the outset, made mention that this Bishop Ward team, not a huge roster. There's a shot off the glass and no good. A very young team, a very inexperienced team. And unfortunate as well for them, not a very deep team. But they'll, again, much like the Knights I mentioned, there's Lee for 3, missing, and the rebound taken by Collins. Both of these two squads will give a lot of heart and a lot of fight. There's a shot missing off the front iron, rebound Eshelman for Sacred Heart. So we approach the 5-minute mark here in the third. Gets driving. And shot no good. Ball back to Bishop Ward. Head fake there and into a crowd. Basket no good. Vasquez on the floor. And here comes Villegas back in the game. Calderon will sit. Zadlin Lee with it. Out high to Getz. Eshelman. Back to Lee. Now Richards. Top of the key. Left side to Getz one more time. Jump stop in the lane, but couldn't get a shot off there. On the other end, Eshelman missed a 3, but the offensive rebound kicked back out to Eshelman from Torrey. Ball fake out high by Getz, and around the horn it goes. Getz with it. Now Megan Torrey. Lee up to get it. Now Richards trying to drive with the left hand. Halfway through the quarter, there's a 3 up. Off the heel, no good by Getz. Offensive rebound to Eshelman. Lee down low. Bounce pass to Torrey. Shot up and short. Offensive rebound, Adlin Lee. Bounce pass to Richards. Richards will drive. Try to get Torrey the ball in the corner, and it's tipped away by Bishop Ward. Shot on the left side, well short. Saved, but right in the hands of Getz. 3.5 to play here in the third. The Knights remain up by 45. Sydney Getz. Now to Richards driving up, shot no good, nearly got her own offensive rebound, and it's tipped out of bounds off of Collins and the Cyclones. So they'll stay with Sacred Heart. Here comes Patterson back in there. Also checking in, Bethany Campa. And also on the floor for the Knights is Mia Hamilton. Patterson. Collins battling for the loose ball there. Campa's going to inbound for the Knights. Out high it goes to Lee. Hamilton thought about a three from the corner here momentarily. Bounce pass back to Lee. Going to drive the lane, scoop, shot, good. Not an easy shot for Adlin Lee. Knifing her way through the defender. She's got 4. Under 3 to play in the third. 51-4 Knights. There's a 3-point shot from the corner. Well strong. Rebound to Richards. Outlet now. Hamilton. That's who they were looking for, but tipped away. It'll stay with the Knights. Campa's going to inbound again. Again, Hamilton, Campa, Richards, Patterson, and Lee on the floor for the Knights. Lee thought about a three up momentarily. Now Hamilton, high off the glass, no good, and Patterson rips the rebound down. Now Campa, baseline jumper, that's in and out. 2.5 to play, third quarter. Knights up 47. Ball fake from the corner. Out high again. There's Collins into the corner. Long one missing. Rebound to Campa. Back to the Knights. Hamilton. Bounce pass to Patterson. Right side to the left. Up short. Under 2 minutes left now in the third. 51-4 the score. Bishop Ward trying to work around this Knight defense. Right now all 5 starters on the bench for Sacred Heart. We'll see if they come back in. Well, as soon as I say that, they all stand up. Shot on the other end missing. Put back up and good. Villegas 2 more. She's got 4 of these 6 points. Adlin Lee. Baseline, bounce pass. Richards near side. She'll drive the baseline. Kick back out to Lee. Patterson for 3. Top of the key. That'll miss. Or Hamilton, I should say, excuse me. Patterson nearly got the rebound. Back onto the floor. We have got Weiss and Eshelman back out there. Douglas back out there, also on the floor for the Knights. Rosie Torres back out there. And also on the floor is Eli Campa. A minute to go here in the third. 51-6. Shot well short. Tipped up, rebound to Weiss. Weiss down the floor, outlet pass for Campa off the glass. Missed the shot. Put back up though, that's also missed by Eshelman. 40 seconds left. And on the other end, a miss and a foul call. 36.6 to go here, late third quarter. Foul called on Katie Weiss, just her first. Free throw rattles in there. It's Vasquez, her first point. Just 6 points here in the quarter for the Knights. Second free throw is missed. Out of bounds, back to the Knights. 33.7 to go. Eshelman 4, Lee with a couple. In what's been a low-scoring third quarter, 6 for the Knights and 3 thus far for the Lady Cyclones of Bishop Ward. Down to 20 seconds here in the third. Knights up by 44. Weiss looks like they're going to play for the last shot. Around a pick from Campa. Now to Eshelman, 3 ball from the corner, missed. Rebound taken, and now a scrum for the ball. On the floor, nearly thrown away and saved, but right into the hands of Torres for the Knights, and we are through 3 quarters. Sacred Heart leads at 51-7. Back in a minute from the Irish Classic in Chapman on Salina Post.
Salina Surgical Hospital is a high-quality surgical facility with a comfortable and home-like atmosphere. Together with our community's greatest doctors, we are committed to a patient care model where exceptional satisfaction is the norm and every patient feels like they are treated with respect, dignity, and compassion. Salina Surgical Hospital is partially owned by a group of local community-involved physicians. Talk to your doctor about scheduling your next procedure with us. Salina Surgical Hospital. Your voice, your choice.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
You're listening to Sacred Heart Basketball.
Adam Coulter and Avery Kale on the broadcast. We're glad you're with us, listening and watching to Sacred Heart Basketball here on a Saturday afternoon. Bishop Ward basketball, 51-7. The Knights are up 44, and they're on their way to evening out their record at 2-2. And here's Skylar Douglas to Weiss. Up top, Douglas for 3, left hand, missed. Rebound Collins. Out there on the floor, Eden Sharpton back out there for the Knights. Shot left side, that's missed. Sharpton out there, as is. Douglas with the ball. Outlet now to Weiss, to the basket, off the glass. Left hand, good, and one. Also out there, Getz and Torrey for Sacred Heart. Weiss with 17. She leads all scorers. So Weiss to the free throw line, 6:50, and the clock goes now. We're going to have the running clock here in the fourth quarter at 30 points. Either team should be up by 30 points in a given game. The fourth quarter clock will run, and that's what it's doing right now. 54-7, loose ball. Knights open the game with the first 26. There's a nice cut to the basket, but no good. Rebound to Weiss. Right side Getz. Getz nearly lost it, gets it back to Weiss. Runs the point this time down. Entry pass for Patterson, lost it, got it back, fighting for it. And a tie-up is called. Possession arrow will keep it with the Knights. Or Sharpton, excuse me, I'm sorry. I said Patterson actually instead of Sharpton, my mistake there, but Patterson just standing up, so we're going to have, looks like 5 in, 5 out for the Knights. Weiss, runner, got it. 20 for Weiss. And the Knights are going to sub 5 in. Patterson's going to come in. Lee will come in. Also out on the floor, Richards will come in. Rosie Torres back out there, and also Mia Hamilton. Clock rolls again, 56-7. Knights by 49. 5.5 and rolling here in the final quarter. Our boys game will follow. Loose ball, and Lee just backs off, and Vasquez takes it back for Bishop Ward as we approach the 5-minute mark in the final quarter. Collins shot up, missed it. Rebound Lee for the Knights. Comes Adlin down the floor. To her right. A nice pass to Patterson in the lane. Tipped up. Richards there to put it in. So Nicole Richards, her first bucket. She's got a couple. Knights extend that lead. And there's a takeaway by Hamilton. 4.5 to play. Checking back in for Bishop Ward. Piero Neri. Adlin Lee the inbound. To Richards. Out high. It's Torres. To Hamilton. She'll drive. Oh, nice pass to Patterson up the glass and good. Patterson's got 8 off the bench in the game. Nice pass to her from Hamilton. 3:45 and rolling here in the fourth and a running clock. Entry pass taken by Patterson, dumped off to Lee. Patterson to her right, to Hamilton. Trying to feed Patterson down low and deflected away, and now a tie up. No, there'll be a foul call. Patterson's going to get called for the foul as she fouls Villegas. Now back on the floor. Let's see who we got now. And the Knights getting a chance to get some of these younger ladies some PT, some playing time. We've got both Campas are out there. Eli Campa's out there, as is Bethany Campa. Also out there, Eden Sharpton. Also out there, Rosie Torres. And also out there is Mia Hamilton for the Knights. Final 2.5 plus. Campa. That's Eli Campa. Lost the handle and a scrum for the ball. And it's going to go back to Bishop Ward as we approach the 2-minute mark here of the fourth quarter. Campa in the corner with the D. And it's going to go out of bounds right up by the scorer's table as the clock continues to roll here in the fourth. And now, sub coming in, sub coming out. Into the game for Bishop Ward. Diamond Contreras checks in for the first time. Just over 90 seconds and out of bounds coming my way. I wondered if that was going to happen sooner or later, but out of my reach, I guess, but another sub coming in. And this will be Jessica Candelario. Minute 15, minute 10 now. Sacred Heart up 53. Reach in. Taken by Rosie Torres. Now Campa. Hamilton. Off it goes Torres once again. Torres to Campa. Bethany Campa. Nice lob down low, but in traffic, kicked back out and out of bounds as it goes off the hands of Torres, and we're down to 30 seconds to go. So the Knights will go to 2-2. It's academic now as these final seconds tick away. Knights open the game on a 26-0 run and are going to get a very lopsided victory here. Now a steal by Bethany Campa to the basket. too strong there, and that's going to do it. Final score here, first of two with the Knights here this afternoon. It is Sacred Heart 60 and Bishop Ward 7. We will take a break, come back and go over the scoring numbers after this. You're listening to Sacred Heart Basketball from the Irish Classic Tournament in Chapman. You're listening to it and watching it on Salina Post.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
Maui Clinic is pleased to welcome obstetrician and gynecologist Dr. Mariah Jones. Dr. Jones is a Salina area native and is excited to return to her roots and care for the women of north central Kansas. She completed medical school and residency at the University of Kansas School of Medicine. Dr. Jones is joining Drs. Knox, Prendergast, Morgan, Ablard, and Roche at Maui Women's Clinic in Salina. Schedule your appointment with Dr. Jones by calling 785-827-7261 or visit MauiClinic.com to learn why you matter more at Maui.
Hometown Disposal is a locally owned and operated waste hauling company offering residential and commercial trash service. Hometown Disposal offers front load, roll off, and rear load disposal bins for all your waste hauling needs. Let Hometown Disposal assist you with all your daily, weekend, or seasonal cleanup jobs. Hometown Disposal offers waste disposal options that are simple, affordable, and stress-free. Hometown Disposal is the right choice for families, local business owners, and general contractors. Contact Hometown Disposal, Salina's premier waste hauling solution.
Looking to take the next step in your career? Consider an MBA from Kansas Wesleyan. You can complete the program fully online in as little as 1 year, and your last class is free. Want to be a part of one of the region's fastest growing universities? Visit kwu.edu/MBA today. That's kwu.edu/MBA.
You're listening to Sacred Heart Basketball.
And welcome back to Sacred Heart Basketball here as you are watching and listening on Salina Post. Our coverage continues here from the Irish Classic Tournament in Chapman. Glad you're with us. Final score of the girls' game was 60-7. A couple of sponsors and awards to mention here. The gem of the game brought to you by Vernon Jewelers. And hard not to give it to... I'm actually going to give this to Alyssa Patterson today. 8 points off the bench for her. 4 back in the first quarter, 2 in the second, 2 in the fourth. So got a little more playing time than she might otherwise, and scores 8 off the bench in the process. So Alyssa Patterson, we're going to name you our Vernon Jewelers Player of the Game, our Gem of the Game. Brought to you by Vernon Jewelers. And just looking up and down the scores, it's hard to pick just one, and I hate picking the same. I feel like a lot of times same player leads the team in scoring or one or two players, but I like to give that chance to go around different players. So again, Alyssa Patterson, our Gem of the Game, brought to you by Vernon Jewelers. Congratulations to you. And our Smart Play of the Game brought to you by Smart Insurance with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Smart Play of the Game, and I'll just say real simply, just getting as many players in the game as Coach Hines could, getting some of the younger girls some PT. and some varsity experience to boot. So that'll be simply our play, or our smart play of the game, as the Knights, a whole host of them, and if I'm counting right, 14 saw the floor today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 5. 14 Lady Knights saw time on the floor today, so our smart play of the game simply getting the Knights, 14 of the young ladies, all some playing time here this afternoon. Our smart play of the game brought to you by Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Scoring in the game, Katie Weiss leads all scorers with 20. Avery Esterman 16. 8, as we mentioned, off the bench for Alyssa Patterson. Also 5 for Skylar Douglas. 4 for for Adeline Lee. 3 for Mia Hamilton. All the way back in the first, she hit a 3-point basket. And 2 points for Nicole Richards for the Knights 60, as the Knights opened up the game on a 26-0 run and win it by a final count of 60-7. 2 points for Emily Collins, 4 for Kimberly Villegas, and 1 for Nieves Vasquez for the Lady Cyclones, as Bishop Ward falls to 0-4. The Knights even their record at 2-2. Girls game in the books, and the boys to follow. We'll take another break. We'll come back with more coverage of Sacred Heart here in Chapman. You're listening and watching to Sacred Heart basketball on Salina Post here from the Irish Classic Tournament in Chapman.
Winter travel can be treacherous if your tires are worn out. Stay safe with an inspection at Commercial Tire Company. Cold weather also drops the inflation in your tires. Get them checked today to avoid losing grip or damaging your tires. Commercial Tire will help keep you safe. For repairs that aren't tire related, our automotive and diesel mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th, Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
It's the holidays, the most glorious time of the year. Friends and family coming to your home to celebrate with dinner, drinks, and that terrible, horrendous smell. What is that? That is your septic system backing up into your home and making your holiday stink. If you haven't had your septic system pumped out and cleaned in the last 3 years, you're asking for trouble. Call Salina Septic Service today, and we will make sure your holiday is jolly and bright. Salina Septic Service, wishing you and yours a very Merry Christmas and worry-free holiday season.
It's the holiday season, and that means holiday gifts for you from Salina Medical Aesthetics. Now through the end of the year, purchase 1 syringe of filler and get 10 units of Botox as your holiday gift. Cruise into winter with the SME Brighten and Tighten Laser Package. 4 dye VL and 4 clear lift treatments for face and neck. Just $2,500. Botox is also 10% off. Treat yourself or those you love with specials and gift cards from Salina Medical Aesthetics. See more online with social media and salinamedesthetics.org.
Everyone at Vernon Jewelers would like to thank you for coming into the store and celebrating our 139th anniversary. We'd like to remind you the holiday season is not far away. Shop now and get those great holiday gift ideas for that special someone or special occasion. We can custom order and find that unique to you piece, so stop in. Our service shop is ready to serve you and take care of anything you may need, from repair to cleaning. Vernon Jewelers in downtown Salina, where it's the little things that matter since 1884.
And now back to Sacred Heart basketball.
Back here from the Irish Classic Tournament in Chapman. Audio and video here on Salina Post. We're glad you're joining us to watch and to listen to this one. Girls game in the books. Again, the Knights a big win, 60-7 against the Bishop Ward Lady Cyclones, and a few scores to pass along. An area scoreboard update brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital. A boys halftime score: Solomon 22, Minneapolis 19. The girls final there was Minneapolis 59, Solomon 11. And also just across the way here in the other gym, in the district gym, Rossville's girls all over Chapman. That final score 83-40. Again, our final score 60-7. Sacred Heart wins that one. In our area scoreboard brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital, as always. Clock continues to roll here between games, and coming up, it'll be the Sacred Heart boys and Bishop Ward. The Cyclones come in 1-2. And what a game it was last night. Our 4th of 4 yesterday, the nightcap, and what a way to finish it as the Chapman boys came back and beat Bishop Ward. They trailed the entire second half, and I made the point on that particular broadcast that they led for a second. They put a second back on the clock after a buzzer beater late in the game. The Irish tied the game at 51, then 53. A runner was the buzzer beater, but they put 1 second back on the clock, so essentially Chapman trailed for 15 minutes and 59 seconds, but that 1 second they needed to lead to win the game is exactly what happened. So we'll see how Bishop Ward responds from that one last night. Meanwhile, Sacred Heart continues as they beat Rossville and also beat Chapman last Tuesday, so we'll see how these two teams match up here this afternoon. Knights are 3-0, Bishop Ward 1-2, and also a reminder that coverage continues of Sacred Heart basketball. We will get right back on the road one more time. We'd said 6 straight on the road to start the 2023-24 season, this being the 4th of 6. We go down to Elbing and Berean Academy. That's a Tuesday night game. The Knights will be off on the following Friday on the 15th, and then the following Monday the 18th, it'll be southeast of Salina hosting Sacred Heart. So again, Tuesday night, early next week at Berean Academy, off Friday, and the following Monday the 18th, just a week before Christmas, one more game before the holiday break, as the Knights will then take on rivals southeast of Salina. Take another break, and we'll come back with the starters and the opening tip-off. Bishop Ward and Sacred Heart and boys action coming up as you're watching and listening to Sacred Heart basketball on Salina Post. Brought to you from the Irish Classic Tournament here in Chapman on Salina Post. We're glad you're with us.
Winter travel can be treacherous if your tires are worn out. Stay safe with an inspection at Commercial Tire Company. Cold weather also drops the inflation in your tires. Get them checked today to avoid losing grip or damaging your tires. Commercial Tire will help keep you safe. For repairs that aren't tire related, our automotive and diesel mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th, Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
It's the holidays, the most glorious time of the year. Friends and family coming to your home to celebrate with dinner, drinks, and that terrible, horrendous smell. What is that? That is your septic system backing up into your home and making your holiday stink. If you haven't had your septic system pumped out and cleaned in the last 3 years, you're asking for trouble. Call Salina Septic Service today, and we will make sure your holiday is jolly and bright. Salina Septic Service, wishing you and yours a very Merry Christmas and worry-free holiday season.
It's the holiday season, and that means holiday gifts for you from Salina Medical Aesthetics. Now through the end of the year, purchase 1 syringe of filler and get 10 units of Botox as your holiday gift. Cruise into winter with the SME Brighten and Tighten Laser Package. 4 dye VL and 4 clear lift treatments for face and neck. Just $2,500. Botox is also 10% off. Treat yourself or those you love with specials and gift cards from Salina Medical Aesthetics. See more online with social media and salinamedesthetics.org.
Everyone at Vernon Jewelers would like to thank you for coming into the store and celebrating our 139th anniversary. We'd like to remind you the holiday season is not far away. Shop now and get those great holiday gift ideas for that special someone or special occasion. We can custom order and find that unique to you piece, so stop in. Our service shop is ready to serve you and take care of anything you may need from repair to cleaning. Vernon Jewelers in downtown Salina, where it's the little things that matter since 1884.
And now back to Sacred Heart basketball.
And back once again with Sacred Heart basketball. Adam Coulter and Avery Cadle on the broadcast. Final minute and a half or so ticks away as the Knights have retreated back to the locker room. Bishop Ward still running a drill now. Getting set for our boys in our second of 2. Briefly over the starters for these two teams for Sacred Heart. Same starting 5 as usual. Here come the Knights back out onto the floor. It'll be Michael Matucci, Evan Bogart, Jet Samuelson, Max Ehrlich, and Jason Mars for Sacred Heart. Meanwhile, for Bishop Ward. It'll be Deshaun Holiday, Gabrielle De La Torre, Tyler Holmes, Edward Freeman, and Aaron Guess. One more quick break. We will come back with more after this.
Salina Surgical Hospital is a high-quality surgical facility with a comfortable and home-like atmosphere. Together with our community's greatest doctors, we are committed to a patient care model where exceptional satisfaction is the norm and every patient feels like they are treated with respect, dignity, and compassion. Salina Surgical Hospital is partially owned by a group of local community-involved physicians. Talk to your doctor about scheduling your next procedure with us. Salina Surgical Hospital. Your voice, your choice.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
You're listening to Sacred Heart Basketball.
Well, and I thought there'd be a national anthem. There will not be. In the center circle, it'll be Gabrielle De La Torre for Bishop Ward and for the Knights. It'll be Evan Bogard and the opening tap controlled by Bishop Ward. Starters here in the game, Michael Matucci for the Knights, 5'9" senior. Also Evan Bogard, 6'3" senior. Jet Samuelson, 6'2" senior. Max Ehrlich, 6' senior. And Jason Mars, 6'3" and a senior. Meanwhile, for Bishop Ward, shot up off the glass and good. They'll start Denaro Jones, senior at 5'8". Also starting today, Deshaun Holiday, as the Knights come, the Cyclones come down the other end. Deshaun Holiday, a senior at 5'10". Gabrielle De La Torre, 6'4" and a junior. Also Edward Freeman, he's a 6' junior, and Tyler Holmes, he's a junior, 6'2". Minute gone by, 2-0, Cyclones. That one's gonna rim in and out. Put back, full timeout, and right out the bat.
Salina Surgical Hospital is a high-quality surgical facility with a comfortable and home-like atmosphere. Together with our community's greatest doctors, we are committed to a patient care model where exceptional satisfaction is the norm and every patient feels like they are treated with respect, dignity, and compassion. Salina Surgical Hospital is partially owned by a group of local community-involved physicians. Talk to your doctor about scheduling your next procedure with us. Salina Surgical Hospital. Your voice, your choice.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
You're listening to Sacred Heart Basketball.
Welcome back to Sacred Heart Basketball. Coach Gormley, Luke Colin with the ball. Luke Colin's in there. Will Tuttle, Walker Tuttle, Luca Adami, and also in there for the Knights is Carson Lehman. Shot up and missing. Adami up and off glass and good. Blaine. Coach Gormley called a full timeout right out the bat. Took all 5 starters out. 5 in, 5 out. Shot up, good by De La Torre. Couple of minutes gone by here in the first. And Coach Gormley none too pleased. He's Colin with it out high, left side of Adami, trying to knife his way. Shot by Colin up, off glass and good. Or Lehman, excuse me, I'm sorry. 6-4 the score. The shot on the other end, too strong, rebound to Tuttle. That's Will Tuttle with it. Adami. The shot up high, up and good. That's a 3-ball for Will Tuttle. Knights back 7-6. 5:20 left, first quarter. And if you see Coach Gormley in your screen, that's me right behind him, and can hear maybe a little more what he's saying than most others, but he's still not thrilled. 7-6 the score, Knights on top by 1. As the 5 starters still on the bench for the Knights. Tuttle again. There's Lehman. Bounce pass, Will Tuttle. Trying to turn around, cannot. Colin again to Tuttle. Tuttle to Adami. Adami through the lane, off the glass, no good, but a foul called. And they're going to call an offensive foul on Luka Adami. 4:48 to go first quarter. And back down the floor are the Bishop Ward Cyclones. Thought about a long two for a moment there to Holmes. Out high with it, Holiday. 4.5 to play, first quarter, 7-6. Driving in traffic and around the arc one more time. Midpoint of the first. There's a drive on the baseline, up, under, and good by Holmes. 8-7, halfway through the quarter. 4 minutes gone by and 4 to go. Colin, or rather Tuttle, I should say. That's Will with it, double team there. The foul's going to be called right in front of the Bishop Ward bench. Going to call it on Bishop Ward. Fouls on Holmes, his first, second on the team. Actually checked that. It was one apiece, so it was the 13 would have been Adami called for a foul for the Knights, who's got the ball right now, driving the baseline, and another whistle. 3:42 mark here. This call is going to go on Denaro Jones. It'll be his first, second team foul against Bishop Ward. Book inbound, Colin. Colin now. In the corner. Bounce pass to Adami. Lehman with it. Back to Colin. 3:20 left. We'll give and go there for a second, but Adami with it. Pass from Carson Lehman to Luke Colin to Adami. It's out of bounds. Adami will inbound for Sacred Heart. Underneath their own basket, inbound and knocked out of bounds again. Tried to knock it away from Carson Lehman. Did Tyler Holmes for Bishop Ward. 3:14 left, first quarter. 8-7 Bishop Ward. Inbound to Adami. Adami kicked out, far corner, up, too strong. And Walker Tuttle fighting with Holmes for the loose ball and the rebound, and Holmes takes it. Guarded by Adami, all the way to the rim, off the glass, missed it. And the rebound taken by Carson Lehman. Under 3 to play now, 2:50 left first quarter. Knights are down a point. Carson Lehman, out high, Adami. Into the near corner. Actually the far corner to you. A traveling violation on Adami. Again, if I'm saying near side or far side, my viewpoint different than yours watching our stream. So my apologies for that. 2.5 to play, first quarter. Cyclones ball with the 1-point advantage. Out high. Now in the near corner. Up with it, Freeman. There's a three from the corner, no good. Offensive rebound, put back up, no good. Another offensive rebound, put back, no good. Walker Tuttle to Will Tuttle, outlet now to Adami. All the way to the basket, up, and that should be a goaltending. He shook the, how was that not a goaltending? The backboard shook. Well, nonetheless, still 8-7. The corner to Adami, right baseline kicked out. Lehman from the corner, up too strong. And the rebound again, back to Bishop Ward, up 1. 90 seconds left here in the first. Reach in, taken by Adami. Back in transition to the wing, baseline, and he walked. So now Michael Matucci is going to check back in, as will Max Ehrlich. Out comes Luke Colin. Out comes Luka Adami. Clock rolls again. Holmes with the ball. Left side to Holiday. Now to Guess. And we've got 1 minute left here in the first. From the outset, the Knights bench the 5 starters. That's out of bounds, back to the Knights. 53.4 to go, and the Knights gave up 2 quick ones to Bishop Ward. Coach Gormley called a full timeout in the first minute of the game and took all 5 starters out, 2 back in there. Michael Matucci with the ball. Max Ehrlich also back in there. He's got it. Nice pass down low. Walker Tuttle off glass. I just sat on the iron, would not fall. And the rebound back again to the Cyclones, and back down the floor comes Holmes with it. In the lane, chucks it up and got the basket. 6 for Holmes, the lead is 3.
Step up and take one. You're not a shot block.
Comes Bogart in the game. Evan Bogart back in for Walker Tuttle. 26.4 left in the first and a 10-7 game. Free throw. Nothing but net. 7 for Holmes. The lead is 4. It's 11-7. Bishop Ward. Let's see if the Knights play for 1 to finish up this opening quarter. Matucci with it in no particular hurry to run a play. Down to 12, 11, down to 10. Matucci in the corner. Ehrlich, jump stop off the iron, no good, got his own rebound, put back up, but drew a foul with a 1.4 to go now, late first. And to the line, that'll actually be Bogart with it. Free throw up, free throw good. (11-8), and that, amazingly enough, the first point for any one of the 5 starters for the Knights. And there's 2. 2 for Lehman, 3 for Tuttle, 2 for Adami, 2 for Bogart. 11-9, just 1.4 left. As the inbound, and we'll finish up the first quarter. Long heave, missed, and we're through 1. The Knights trail it 11-9. We're back after a break. You're watching and listening to Sacred Heart Basketball from the Irish Classic Tournament in Chapman on Salina Post.
Winter travel can be treacherous if your tires are worn out. Stay safe with an inspection at Commercial Tire Company. Cold weather also drops the inflation in your tires. Get them checked today to avoid losing grip or damaging your tires. Commercial Tire will help keep you safe. For repairs that aren't tire related, our automotive and diesel mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th, Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
Everyone at Vernon Jewelers would like to thank you for coming into the store and celebrating our 139th anniversary. We'd like to remind you the holiday season is not far away. Shop now and get those great holiday gift ideas for that special someone or special occasion. We can custom order and find that unique to you piece, so stop in. Our service shop is ready to serve you and take care of anything you may need from repair to cleaning. Vernon Jewelers in downtown Salina, where it's the little things that matter since 1884.
Back in Chapman, the starting five back out on the floor for the Knights. Michael Matucci, Jet Samuelson, Jason Mars, also Evan Bogart, and Max Ehrlich on the floor here for Sacred Heart. And we're underway in the second. Ehrlich to Mars, around the horn. Samuelson, all five guys a hand on it. Ehrlich, runner, left side good off glass. Seven and a half to play before halftime. 11-11. The Knights got the last two of the first quarter, the first two of the second quarter, and that's got to be a charge, and it is. Coach Gormley still fit to be tied. 11 apiece. And if you're not making out what he's saying, he's frustrated because his guys aren't stepping up and trying to take a charge or take a foul. That's been at least one of the things he's been upset about. There's a walk. Ball back to the Knights. A chance to take the lead back. Led 7-6. That was their lone lead in the first quarter. Chance to reclaim it now with a minute gone by in the second. Loose ball nearly knocked away. Shot up, missed. Rebound, turnaround shot. That's too strong. Rebound Matucci. Matucci quickly in transition to Ehrlich on the right side. Up high, Jason Mars. Left side, Bogart. Samuelson, fouled. 6:42 to play, second quarter. 11-11 deadlock. Knights led by a point. Bishop Ward's led by as many as 4. And the free throw up. Off the iron, no good. Second shot coming up for Samuelson. And he missed them both, really about the same spot of the iron. Offensive rebound, Matucci. Samuelson, Mars to Samuelson. And there's a drive down the floor. And coach right in front of me saying the same thing I thought. It looked like all ball from here, and I'm pretty close to that play, but Coach Gormley thought the same thing, and referee did not. Free throw miss, so 6.5 to play before halftime. 11-11. Out goes Samuelson. In comes Will Tuttle once again. Second free throw up. Short. Rebound. Walker Tuttle's going to come in the game. Matucci on the right side, cross pass to the corner to Ehrlich. Now Mars. Will Tuttle. Jason Mars out high. The three left side, that's missed. And the rebound Back to the Cyclones with 2 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Jumper up, missed, and the rebound, fight for the ball, and Bogart came down with it. Foul's gonna go on Bishop Ward as Mars comes out, Walker Tuttle back in there. Both Tuttles on the floor along with Matucci, along with Bogart. And Ehrlich, and there's a shot no good, but a foul called and 2 shots coming for De Niro Jones. Free throw up. That one rattles in there. That's Jones' first point. Actually, that's the first point here of the quarter. 2 minutes and 9 seconds into it. And Bishop Ward back with the advantage. Actually, that was the first Cyclones points, I should say. Free throw missing. Rebound to Bogart. Off to Ehrlich. And off to the races they go. 5:40 left. A long pass, Matucci. Tuttle. Back to Matucci in the corner. Back to Tuttle. He'll drive. Baseline. Swing pass. Ehrlich on the other side. Good. 14-12. Knights by a couple now off the three-pointer by Max Ehrlich. Holiday with it. Now Guess. Tipped up, nearly taken away. 5 minutes left before halftime, and there's a loose ball and a takeaway by the Knights. It's Ehrlich. Off to Bogart. Now Will Tuttle. Swing to the corner. Matucci for 3. No. Rebound, Bishop Ward. On the other end here. Near corner right to me, far corner to you. Rebound to Tuttle, 1 and done on that offensive possession. Outlet to Ehrlich. 4.5 to play before halftime. Tuttle all alone for 3, buries it. Will Tuttle with 6, he's got a 3 in each of the first 2 quarters and a 30-second timeout. We'll take it. Knights up by 5 now, 17-12 as you're listening and watching Night Basketball on Salina Post.
Everyone at Vernon Jewelers would like to thank you for coming into the store and celebrating our 139th anniversary. We'd like to remind you the holiday season is not far away. Shop now and get those great holiday gift ideas for that special someone or special occasion. We can custom order and find that unique to you piece, so stop in. Our service shop is ready to serve you and take care of anything you may need from repair to cleaning. Vernon Jewelers in downtown Salina, where it's the little things that matter since 1884.
Back in Chapman, Adam Coulter and Avery Cadle on the broadcast. Hope you're enjoying our third and final day of games from the Irish Classic Tournament here in Chapman. 4:25 to play before halftime. Knights. Quick 6-0 spurt. They trailed 12-11 and now lead at 17-12. Swing pass, near side to Guess, far side to you. Watching on our stream. Near corner, 3 up, that'll miss. Offensive rebound, put back up is good. Tyler Holmes, his first points of the quarter, now 9 to lead all scorers. Matucci on the other end. There's Ehrlich. And a foul is going to be called. That's going to go against Aaron Guess. That'll be the third team foul against Bishop Ward in the quarter, his first personal. Out to Matucci. Matucci back across the timeline. Matucci around Tuttle. Swings to Ehrlich on the right side. 3 ball, short off the front iron, but got in the rebound to Adami, who's come back in. Now Bogart. Tuttle, Matucci, Ehrlich again on the baseline. Bounce pass out. Bogart thought about a 3, bounce past Matucci in traffic. Kick back out. Ehrlich for three from the corner. Buried. Ehrlich with a couple of threes for 6. And the lead now 6 at 20-14, Sacred Heart. Up a half dozen with 3 minutes left before halftime. Back on the other end is Guess. Actually, Jones now to Guess. Back out Jones one more time. Overthrown, but turn around in the lane, off the glass, the iron, no good. Rebound Bogart for the Knights. Going the other way, Matucci. Matucci to Adami. Kicked out Ehrlich beyond the arc, now driving into the corner. Tuttle for three. That one rims off. And on the other end, a spin, and that's going to go off Tuttle out of bounds, and it'll stay with Bishop Ward. 2:19 to play. .219 and counting now. In the lane, blocked by Bogart. Knights now with numbers. In transition, Adami. Ehrlich fouled on the way to the rim. Clock will stop with 2:06 left, second quarter. Here comes Mars to check back in. Also, Freeman will check back in for Bishop Ward. Second personal foul on De La Torre. And Ehrlich to the free throw line for the Knights. Chance to make it a 3-possession lead with a basket here. Missed the front end. And into the bonus now are the Knights. Any free throws, as Bishop Ward's been rung up with 4, the Knights just 2. Every free throw here in the last 2:06 will put the Knights at the line for 2. Second free throw, there's 7-point lead. Basket good by Ehrlich. 7 points for him. And a 7-point advantage for the blue and gold with 2 minutes left in the second. Pass to Guess. Now a drive, spin, pass, taken by Adami. Long outlet now, Matucci with it. To the basket, up, and got it, and one. There's Matucci's first 2, and something I've talked with Coach Gormley time and again about here in the young season. So unselfish are these Knight boys. There's a great example right there. Sharing the basketball. And all of a sudden, the Knights are up 9. Free throw up and good by Matucci. 3-point play, and just like that, the Knights lead it 24-14. 12-3 run by the Knights. There's a runner, missed. This foul's going on the Knights. It'll be the 3rd team foul. And I take it back, that's offensive. That's an offensive foul. That's the only reason that there wasn't a foul shot there. And leading with the forearm, got away with it, but missed the basket. That was Holiday, and .111 to go before halftime, 24-14. And I can only imagine it'll be a spirited discussion at the break. Despite the Knights up by 10, Coach Gormley has not been in the best of moods the entire first half. 1 minute left before halftime. 24-14. Lost the ball and throwing it out of bounds. It was Holmes that lost it. Freeman threw it out of bounds on the near end line. 51.8. Here comes Will Tuttle back in the game. Adami comes out. Samuelson's in there. Ehrlich's in there. Matucci and Jason Mars. Here goes Matucci. Cross to Mars in the corner. Shot short. Offensive rebound. Boy, Matucci spinning in the air for that one. Tuttle. And Tuttle called for a walk. 38.8 to go before halftime. 24-14 Knights by 10. Trailed 11-9 after one. So a 15-3 run to turn a 2-point deficit into a 10-point lead, I should say. 24-23. That was nearly thrown away. Driving, stop, jump stop shot, missing, rebound Matucci. Ehrlich. Nice to play for one now. 10 seconds left before halftime. Up 10 already. Ehrlich all the way to the basket. High off the glass, no good. Rebound Samuelson, kicked out. Trying to get it to Mars, and that will do it. But the Knights come back with a big second quarter. Sacred Heart, as I said, turns what was a 2-point deficit after one into a 10-point lead here at halftime. We will take a break, and we will come back with some of the scoring numbers here in this one. See if we can round up any more scores as well. 24-14 Knights here at the break, and you're listening and watching Sacred Heart basketball from the Irish Classic Tournament in Chapman on Salina Post.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
Welcome back to halftime and our coverage of Sacred Heart basketball. As the Sacred Heart Knights down 11-9 after one. They only allow 3 points to Bishop Ward in that second quarter. Come back now, a 10-point game, 24-14 at the halftime break. And back to the girls' game, we're joined by the head coach of the girls, Carl Hines. And Coach, something we knew going into that one, it was a very young Lady Cyclone team, a very inexperienced team, and not a huge roster, not a deep roster, but something I've been making the point that where you guys fought back against Rossville, they're very much that same type of team, and despite the score, they fought you all the way.
Yeah, they did, and credit goes to them. And so, in the second half, things got a little bit sloppy, but I thought we started the game pretty well on the offensive end. We made shots. We're starting to see the ball go in the basket, which is a good thing because we've been struggling a little bit with that. Defensively, I thought, we weren't quite as intense. We weren't quite as ready as we needed to be, but 2 games in 2 days and coming off a Rossville game where we battled back, that's kind of to be expected.
Sure.
So.
Well, I noticed 14 of your ladies got on the scoreboard in the scorebook.
Yeah.
And again, you got, your kind of your two-headed monster, Katie Weiss, 20, and Avery Eshelman, 16. But then you've got ladies coming off the bench. You've got Nicole Richards scoring, Alyssa Patterson at 8, Mia Hamilton at 3, and you've got, and I kind of joked on the air too. It's like I kind of thought that if the game got lopsided in the score, I was going to learn some new names today, and certainly, but 14 girls on the floor, so. Good thing, definitely, even despite the lopsided score.
Yeah, absolutely. And those young girls are working their tail off, and that's a good group. It's a talented group. That freshman class is good. And so they all saw the court, and that was kind of the plan going in, just to see how they would react to a varsity game, and the things that they can do. So it'll be exciting to watch the film on those younger girls. But Mia Hamilton is really good on the defensive end, and she's just really athletic and quick too. So.
And just one of those simple things, you guys, the bench right here in front of me, just where I happen to be in the gym here in the corner, but just a lot of smiles by the young ladies. So just something, again, not the toughest opponent you're going to see all season, but just a chance to get out there, run your sets, and just kind of exhale a little bit, knowing that the score is at hand, but just happy to see some smiles for those ladies during the game, and yourself to boot.
Yeah, that's true. It's always fun. Playing the game is always fun. It's always a challenge. There's stress related to it, but at the end of the day, it needs to be fun too. So it was good. The girls were having some fun today. And like I said, we shot the ball, I think, a lot better than we have to start a game, which is a good thing. So, it was just a fun day.
I'm going to ask you one more question to go from the good to the not so good, but Tuesday night, you still have a Southeast coming up on the 18th, but you're off a week from, or actually it'll be a week from yesterday on Friday the 15th, but this coming Tuesday, you go to Berean Academy. What are your thoughts about the Warriors right now?
Well, we take it one game at a time, but I've got some film on them, and they're going to be good, They have a program, they have tradition, and again, it's going to be, we're walking into a hornet's nest. We've explained that to the ladies. We need to come out and kind of dictate the first 3 minutes of that basketball game, a lot better than we have. But we're excited at the opportunity, and Berean Academy, I think they lost some girls, but they're a program, they just kind of reload, and they've found a way to have success, and they're very well coached. So we're going to be going into that gym, and it's going to be packed. It's a small town atmosphere, and we've got to be prepared for it. So. And
boys and girls, I look at the rankings in 2A year after year. It seems like boys and girls for Berean Academy, they're always in the mix, ranking-wise, and going to state. So again, that in mind, but. Do want to wish all the girls the best, and of course yourself, Carl Hines, head coach of the girls of Sacred Heart, joining us. Coach, nice win today, and thanks for the time. We will talk to you Tuesday.
Sounds good. Thank you, Adam.
Thanks, Carl. Thanks, Coach. That is Carl Hines, head coach of the Sacred Heart girls, and we will take another break. We'll come back with more after this. You're listening to Sacred Heart basketball here from Chapman and the Irish Classic Tournament on Salina Post.
Winter travel can be treacherous if your tires are worn out. Stay safe with an inspection at Commercial Tire Company. Cold weather also drops the inflation in your tires. Get them checked today to avoid losing grip or damaging your tires. Commercial Tire will help keep you safe. For repairs that aren't tire-related, our automotive and diesel mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th, Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
It's the holidays, the most glorious time of the year. Friends and family coming to your home to celebrate with dinner, drinks, and that terrible, horrendous smell. What is that? That is your septic system backing up into your home and making your holiday stink. If you haven't had your septic system pumped out and cleaned in the last 3 years, you're asking for trouble. Call Salina Septic Service today, and we will make sure your holiday is jolly and bright. Salina Septic Service, wishing you and yours a very Merry Christmas and worry-free holiday season.
It's the holiday season, and that means holiday gifts for you from Salina Medical Aesthetics. Now through the end of the year, purchase 1 syringe of filler and get 10 units of Botox as your holiday gift. Cruise into winter with the SME Brighten and Tighten Laser Package. 4 dye VL and 4 clear lift treatments for face and neck. Just $2,500. Botox is also 10% off. Treat yourself or those you love with specials and gift cards from Salina Medical Aesthetics. See more online with social media and salinamedesthetics.org.
Everyone at Vernon Jewelers would like to thank you for coming into the store and celebrating our 139th anniversary. We'd like to remind you the holiday season is not far away. Shop now and get those great holiday gift ideas for that special someone or special occasion. We can custom order and find that unique to you piece, so stop in. Our service shop is ready to serve you and take care of anything you may need from repair to cleaning. Vernon Jewelers in downtown Salina, where it's the little things that matter since 1884.
And now back to Sacred Heart basketball.
Welcome back here to coverage of Sacred Heart basketball, our second of 2 today Again, thanks to the head coach of the Sacred Heart Girls, Carl Hines, for joining us. And as we mentioned, on the road again, El being Berean Academy, and always a tough team to play, boys or girls. We'll be there on Tuesday night with coverage, and then the following Monday on the 18th at Southeast of Salina to finish up the 2023 portion of the slate. Finally a home game coming up on January 2nd, but not to get too far ahead of ourselves here in this one. Scoring in the game, and really a balanced scoring attack by Sacred Heart, where many of the starters didn't play much of the first quarter because of the initial full timeout about a minute in. And scoring in the game is Max Ehrlich with 7, Michael Matucci 3, Evan Bogart 2, and Jet Samuelson with 2. Off the bench, Will Tuttle with 6, Carson Lehman 2, and Luca Adami with 2 as well for the Sacred Heart 24. For Bishop Ward, 9 points to lead all scorers is Tyler Holmes, 2 apiece by Gabrielle De La Torre and Edward Freeman, and 1 from the free throw line in that second quarter by Denero Jones, as it was a Tyler Holmes 2 and a Denero Jones free throw, the only 3 points scored in the second, as the Knights outscored the Cyclones 13-3 in the second to turn around a 2-point deficit and lead here 24-14 at half and heading in to the third quarter. And we're about set to get it going once again. It'll be night ball right in front of you as you're viewing it here on Salina Post. We appreciate you listening and watching, and thanks for being with us for Sacred Heart basketball. 4th game of the 6 on the slate before Christmas. Out high to Ehrlich. Near side Mars for 3 right in front of me. No good. Rebound goes to Holmes and back to Bishop Ward again. Ball in the corner, opening 30 seconds of the third quarter. Knights by 10 as they led. Same score as it was to start the quarter. First offensive possession and chance for Bishop Ward. Kicked out baseline, left side. That pops in and out. Rebound. Boy, Bogart got knocked to the floor. And that'll be the first team foul of the half. First personal, or rather first team foul against Bishop Ward. Or will they call a foul or just say that night ball out of bounds? Incidental contact. Ehrlich for 3. That's going to miss. Rebound back to the Cyclones. So no foul there, but it was the Knights' ball momentarily. There's a 3 by 3. No good. Rebound to Bogart. Back down the other end, Matucci in transition to Ehrlich. And that's an offensive foul. And that was probably the right call. Denero Jones right in front of myself and the Knight bench. Nice play by him to step in front and take the charge. There's 1 on the Knights, the first on Ehrlich. Out high Jones once again. A minute and a half plus gone by here in the third. Kicked out left side for 3, missed high off the iron. Rebound Ehrlich. Hanging back now Matucci across the timeline. Jump stop at the free throw line. Back to Mars, back to Ehrlich, back to Mars again. Now Matucci beyond the arc. Trying to knife his way. Mars, near side. Ehrlich, ball fake there and tripped up. And that's going to be a foul call on Denero Jones, his first. And the first team foul. Each team with 1 here with a couple of minutes gone by. It's actually the third personal foul. Again, each team with 1 here early on in the third quarter. Matucci, Mars, Bogart, Ehrlich. Again, unselfish, so the Knights just passing it around, looking for best shot they can get. Matucci, Samuelson, as all 5 guys get a hand on it now. Ehrlich, Mars for 3 from the wing. Missed that one strong. Offensive rebound, Samuelson, and 5.5 to go. We played 2.5, and it's been a deadlock. Neither team having scored since halftime. Just holding it out high is Holiday. Swings the pass, Holiday again, back to the left side, and driving now Holmes. To Holiday for three with the left hand up, missed it. Rebound underneath, and Knights will take it. Bogart, outlet from Mars, Ehrlich into the lane and into a triple team now. Right side, Bogart, jumper missed, and the rebound taken back by Bishop Ward one more time. Comes Jones down, off glass, no good. And it's out of bounds back to Sacred Heart as De La Torre goes about 7 steps into the bleachers as his momentum carried him up there. 4:35 to play, not quite to the midpoint of the quarter. Still looking for our first three, is missed. Coach Gormley's going to take a 30-second timeout, 4.5 to play. Third quarter, still scoreless since halftime. Quick break now. This is night basketball from the Irish Classic Tournament in Chapman on Salina Post.
It's the holiday season, and that means holiday gifts for you from Salina Medical Aesthetics. Now through the end of the year, purchase 1 syringe of filler and get 10 units of Botox as your holiday gift. Cruise into winter with the SME Brighten and Tighten Laser Package. 4 dye VL and 4 clear lift treatments for face and neck. Just $2,500. Botox is also 10% off. Treat yourself or those you love with specials and gift cards from Salina Medical Aesthetics. See more online with social media and salinamedesthetics.org.
Back in Chapman, Adam Coulter and Avery Cadle in the broadcast, starting 5 on the floor for the Knights as they remain out there. Matucci, Mars, Ehrlich, Samuelson, and Bogart. Across the timeline, picked up by Jones. Still looking for the first points in the half for either team. Now reaching by Matucci, 2-on-2 down the floor, off the glass, missed the shot but drew the foul at the 4:19 mark. 24-14 was the score at halftime, as not quite 4 minutes gone by. You take that plus the 8 minutes of the second quarter, and Bishop Ward has only scored 1 field goal and 3 total points in 12 minutes of game time now. Matucci to Mars to Ehrlich. Ehrlich swings a pass to Mars from, that was a tough one, up and under. That was Bogart to Mars, couldn't convert. Midpoint, 4 minutes to go in the quarter now. Wild shot missing underneath. Kicked out. De La Torre to Holiday. And out high again to Holmes. There's De La Torre one more time. And to Jones it goes. Actually, that's Aaron Guess. Still a stalemate, 3.5 to play in the quarter, and neither team has scored. 11-9, Bishop Ward led after 1, and there's a basket up and good. 11 for Holmes. First basket, about 3.5 minutes, with 3.5 minutes. And right here in the corner, Matucci to the basket, off glass and good. And that is Jet Samuelson. .245 to play on the other end up, and that rattles in. It's 13 now for Tyler Holmes. The lead is down to 8 again as they seesaw a little bit here in this third quarter. Ehrlich for 3, off the heel, no good. Rebound taken. It's Holiday with it, and down the floor, and that'll be a turnover against the Cyclones at the 2.5 minute mark here in the third. It's 4.5 minutes into the quarter, and finally the scoreless quarter was broken. Pass down low. Bogart looking for Matucci. Deflected away, and a foul. Third foul called on Gabrielle De La Torre. Third team foul. Knights still just one rung up against them. And that was the offensive foul against Ehrlich earlier in the quarter. Lost the handle. Matucci gets it back for the Knights. There's Ehrlich on the baseline in traffic. Swings it out to Bogart. Now Matucci from the near corner for three. Off the iron, no good. Both teams struggling to score here in the third quarter. Bogart one-on-one down the floor, left-hand shot, no good. Foul called as 4.5 minutes of game time in the quarter. Tyler Holmes broke what was a 4.5 minute plus drought for Bishop Ward. Jet Samuelson answered. Holmes got another 2-point basket. That's where we sit right now with an 8-point game. 26-18, right through there and good by Evan Bogart. We're now with 3 points. Into the game now, Edward Freeman on the left lane line. Second free throw is also good. Knights in the bonus. Any foul within these next minute and a half, roughly minute and a half in the quarter, the Knights will go to the line to shoot two as they're up by 10 again, 28-18. Each team just with 4 points in a low scoring third quarter. Swinging around the arc is Bishop Ward. Minute 15 left before the end of three. Out high to Guess. Guess to De La Torre. Back to Guess. As we approach the 1 minute mark to go here in quarter number 3. Guess again now. In the lane, up, under. That was a tough shot regardless. Put back no good. Rebound Samuelson for the Knights. 50 seconds left in the third. Comes Matucci. In traffic, bounce pass. Ehrlich from the corner, and he lost it. And right down the floor and missed the dunk, and a couple of those last night against Chapman, but Chapman got the last lap in that one. Here's Ehrlich. Knights look like they're going to play for one here to end this third quarter, up 10. Ehrlich to Matucci. Matucci, Ehrlich one more time. Under 10 to play, we've got 7. We've got 6. And there's a foul. 5.1. And into the bonus. This is the 5th team foul against Bishop Ward. Two shots from Matucci to try and extend this night lead late in the third. First free throw up and off the heel. .1 to go. Adami's gonna, well, to the scorer's table he goes. Matucci with 4. 5.1 to go. Mars comes out at Adami in the last seconds now with 3, with 2, with 1 to the basket. No good. Oh, and we're through 3 with Sacred Heart up 29-18. Low scoring one here. We'll take a break. Come back with the fourth quarter. You're listening to Night Basketball from the Irish Classic Tournament in Chapman on Salina Post.
Salina Surgical Hospital is a high-quality surgical facility with a comfortable and home-like atmosphere. Together with our community's greatest doctors, we are committed to a patient care model where exceptional satisfaction is the norm and every patient feels like they are treated with respect, dignity, and compassion. Salina Surgical Hospital is partially owned by a group of local community-involved physicians. Talk to your doctor about scheduling your next procedure with us. Salina Surgical Hospital. Your voice, your choice.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need,
and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
You're listening to Sacred Heart Basketball.
Back in Chapman one more time, 29-18. Going back to the first quarter, the Cyclones led 11-9 over Sacred Heart. Cyclones have been held to 3 second quarter points and now 4 in the third, as the Knights a low output themselves at 29. But 7 points for the Cyclones in 2 quarters. Not a bad showing defensively. Just 5 for the Knights as well on their end in that third quarter. To the free throw line is Denaro Jones. Just underway here in the fourth quarter. Last game of the day here for us from the Irish Classic Tournament in Chapman. Free throw missed. Foul one on Will Tuttle, his first personal and the first on the team here in the fourth. Second free throw up. Missed them both. Scrum for the ball. It's going to be Knight ball.
Check press out, no.
15 seconds into the final quarter. Comes Matucci. Adami, Will Tuttle also in there with him. Bogart's out there, as is Ehrlich. And what do we got? Got a foul called on Denaro Jones, so there's the first. And he's just fouled out of the game with his 1 point back in the second quarter. Each team with 1 here in the fourth quarter. Inbound Matucci. Matucci looking for a pick from Adami. Kicked out to the corner. Ehrlich swings it to Bogart. Backdoor Matucci. Left side, Samuelson puts it up, missed it strong. Offensive board, Bogart put back up, strong and good. Bogart with 6, and the lead is up to 13. Biggest lead of the game for the Knights. About a minute gone by here in the third quarter, nearly lost. Shot from the corner is up, missed, rebound Matucci. A minute gone by in the fourth. Knights by 13 with the ball. There's Tuttle. Tuttle. Bogart back to Tuttle. Back to Bogart. Turnaround off the glass and good. Bogart 4 quick ones. He's got 8 in the game and the lead is 15. On the other end. The 3-point shot in the corner, that's missed. Rebound goes to Evan Bogart, who hands it out to Mike Matucci. Ehrlich to Tuttle for 3, left hand up. That one no good. And the rebound again, back to Holiday, back to Bishop Ward. Reach in, taken away. Matucci gonna hold it back. Now Bogart, and he's gonna be fouled on the way to the basket. Foul called on Freeman, his third, second against Bishop Ward here in the quarter, and to the free throw line with all 4 points thus far in the quarter for either team. Off the heel, no good. 2 13s will check in. Adami in for Samuelson for the Knights, and De La Torre in for Jefferson. Jalen Jefferson out for Bishop Ward. Free throw up, and he missed them both. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. 4 by Bogart has put the Knights up by 15. 33-18. Shot, baseline good, and a tough one. De La Torre with 4 points, and the lead is 13 now for the Knights at 33-20. Here is Matucci. Matucci driving. Dumped out to Adami. Bounce pass to the rack. Ehrlich off glass and good. Ehrlich with 9. And give the assist to Adami. 5.5 to play in the game. 15-point game again. 3 ball missed. And really Bishop Ward's been settling for the long one. Up and under on missing it. Getting it back though was Tuttle. 5:19 to go. It's going to remain with the Knights. As Holiday's going to go out, Jefferson comes back in for the Cyclones. And it goes to Adami. Matucci, Bogart. Double teamed there, but snipes his way and gets it. Bogart with 10, and the lead is 17 for the Knights all of a sudden. Just a 2-point quarter output thus far. Another miss by the Cyclones. Offensive rebound and a block, and that's going to be a foul. Under 5 to play in the game. The Knights by 17. Free throw up and good.
Check Presso.
5 for De La Torre, so he's got all 3 thus far in the quarter for Bishop Ward. The second one up and also good. 6 for the game. And a timeout's going to be called. We'll take a quick one as well. 4:56 left in regulation. It's the Knights up 15, 37-22. Back after this as you're listening to Night Basketball. You're listening to it and you're watching it here on Salina Post from the Chapman Irish Classic Tournament.
It's the holidays, the most glorious time of the year. Friends and family coming to your home to celebrate with dinner, drinks, and that terrible, horrendous smell. What is that? That is your septic system backing up into your home and making your holiday stink. If you haven't had your septic system pumped out and cleaned in the last 3 years, you're asking for trouble. Call Salina Septic Service today, and we will make sure your holiday is jolly and bright. Salina Septic Service, wishing you and yours a very Merry Christmas and worry-free holiday season.
And welcome back here to Chapman in the Irish Classic Tournament. Fourth quarter, final quarter of the final game of the final day for us here for Sacred Heart and Bishop Ward. Across the way, the boys, Chapman's in action as well as they're taking on the Rossville boys right now. I'm hoping before we go back to Salina from Chapman, I'm hoping that I can get back in the other gym and put on our post-game story on Salina Post, the all-tournament team for both the boys and the girls, because I would venture a guess there'll be players from both squads, the girls and the boys, as part of those all-tourney teams. 4:40 left, and the runner, Adami, to the free throw line. Third team foul against Bishop Ward. And Adami to the line, the foul called. Fourth on Edward Freeman. Adami, a couple of bounces and no good. 15-point lead, 37-22. Second shot up, and he got that one, so 1 of 2 by Adami. It's his first point since the first. He's got 3 for the game. Underneath, Knights trapping there, thrown away, and right into the hands of Bishop Ward head coach Kevin Walterbach. Not the place you want to. Never good to throw an errant pass, but when the coach catches it, even worse. Adami cutting Ehrlich, swings it to Matucci, down Broadway, up, no good. And Coach Gormley, where Bogart didn't try and grab that rebound, he just swatted it away. And that one, that particular play did not make Coach Gormley any too happy. Halfway through the fourth, 38-22, Knights by 16, and barring a huge collapse, they're going to go to 4-0 on the season, and they'll go 3-0 here at the tournament. This round-robin format. Shot up and good. De La Torre, all 6 points in the quarter for Bishop Ward. He's got 8 for the game, and the lead is 14. 38-24 Knights. Matucci to Ehrlich. Around Jones, or around Guess, I should say. Adami to the basket, up, missed. Rebound Bogart for a moment, and Adami collects for the Knights, and there's a foul called. That'll go on Tyler Holmes. That'll be 14 fouls in the Cyclones, so from here on out, once the Knights inbound this, they'll be in the bonus. Every foul for the rest of the game, the Knights will shoot 2. As Mars checks in, Bogart sits. Inbound Ehrlich for 3 off the inbound, missed. Rebound taken by Holiday, and back to Bishop Ward, down 14 with 3:14 left in the game. To the basket, hand up there. Mars in the area, as was Tuttle. Matucci's got it, and we've got 3 minutes to go in the game. Knights by 14 with the ball. And again, going to go to 4-0 on the season. Bishop Ward is going to fall to 1-3. There's Adami, Ehrlich, far side to you, near side to me. Adami, Will Tuttle for 3 from the corner. Got it. Tuttle with his third 3. 1 in the first, 1 in the second, now 1 in the fourth for 9. And on the other end, a whistle before the shot. This will be 3 on the Knights as a team. And the second on Mike Matucci. 2:35 to go, 17-point game. Knights on top. Led by 10 at the break. 3 ball from the corner is good. Timeout called by Bishop Ward. That basket good by Jashawn Holiday. Keep it here. As a reminder that this being the 4th of the 6 night games before the holiday break. Everyone away from home, as we've said time and again. Had the one at Clifton Clyde to open the year, 3 here at Chapman. Tuesday night, never a fun place to play or never a fun team to play at Berean Academy. And then at Southeast of Saline a week from Monday on the 18th. 2:26 to go, and of course we'll have those games for you right here as well on Salina Post with the audio and the video streaming through the website, and looking forward to our coverage of it. Adam Coulter here alongside with Avery Cadle. Thanks for joining us. In the game, Evan Bogart now with 10 points, 9 for Max Ehrlich, also 9 off the bench for Will Tuttle, 4 for Mike Matucci, 4 for Jet Samuelson, 3 for Luca Adami, and 2 for Carson Lehman for Sacred Heart. Meanwhile, 13 for Tyler Holmes, 6 in the quarter, 8 for the game for Gabriel De La Torre, 3 for Jashawn Holiday, just hit the 3 before the timeout, 2 for Edward Freeman, and 1 by Denero Jones, who fouled out earlier in the game. 2:22 left here in the 4th. Mars back on the floor with Adami, with Ehrlich, Matucci, and Will Tuttle out there. And tripped up, and that's going to be a 2-shot foul. That's 5 against Bishop Ward. 2:14 to go, and we're going to shoot 2 from here on out. The Knights will. The Knights still with 1 to give, as they've only committed 3 in the quarter thus far. So Adami at the free throw line, missed the front end off the heel. Second free throw good, so Adami 1 of 2 from the line again. 4 points for him. And the lead is 15, 42, 27, 2:10 to play in the game. Adami reaching in, nearly got a hand on that one. The pass for Holmes, who's got it back now around Tuttle. Quick pass to the wing, or to the, well, the shot is up, no good, and they're trying to, Samuelson trying to get rid of it, gets to Matucci, bounce pass Ehrlich underneath, and another foul. And 2 more shots coming at the 1:46 mark of the 4th. Ehrlich with the left-hand shot, good. And now the second night in double figures. 10 for Bogart, 10 more for Ehrlich. Second one, also good. Max with 11. With a minute 40 left and a 17-point game now. There's a little floater up, no good. Rebound to Ehrlich. And we are approaching 90 seconds to go in regulation of our second of the afternoon. Mars, a runner, will not go. Now a minute 20 to go in the fourth. And that, wow. 1:15, 1:14 to go. 17-point game. Can be out of bounds. To the Cyclones. We tick down close to a minute left in the game. Near corner, Holmes kicked out. Three ball by Guess, missed. Tipped around. Offensive board, bank, and good by Jalen Jefferson with his first two of the game. .45 seconds to go, Knights by 15. Adami to the rack, up and good off the glass. He's got 6 now. Another timeout called. And we'll take a quick 30. Knights 46, Cyclones 29. You're listening to coverage of the, oh, I take that back. It wasn't a timeout. Glad I didn't go to the break. Oops. 46-29. Shot missing by Holmes. Rebound, Adami's got it. Double teamed, trying to trap it right in front of the Knight bench. 19.2 to go. It's a 17-point lead for the Knights. And down the floor, off the glass, up and good. Aaron Guess with a couple. And that may just about do it. Final seconds will tick away, and our final score, Sacred Heart wins it to go to 4-0. 46-31. We'll come back after a break and see if we can catch up with the head coach of the Knights, Brian Gormley, as our final score 46-31. Back after a break here as you're listening to coverage of the Irish Classic Tournament in Chapman on Salina Post.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know
Central Kansas. She completed medical school and residency at the University of Kansas School of Medicine. Dr. Jones is joining Drs. Knox, Prendergast, Morgan, Ablard, and Roche at Maury Women's Clinic in Salina. Schedule your appointment with Dr. Jones by calling 785-827-7261 or visit MauryClinic.com to learn why you matter more at Maury.
Hometown Disposal is a locally owned and operated waste hauling company offering residential and commercial trash service. Hometown Disposal offers front load, roll off, and rear load disposal bins for all your waste hauling needs. Let Hometown Disposal assist you with all your daily, weekend, or seasonal cleanup jobs. Hometown Disposal offers waste disposal options that are simple, affordable, and stress-free. Hometown Disposal is the right choice for families, local business owners, and general contractors. Contact Hometown Disposal, Salina's premier waste hauling solution.
Looking to take the next step in your career? Consider an MBA from Kansas Wesleyan. You can complete the program fully online in as little as 1 year, and your last class is free. Want to be a part of one of the region's fastest growing universities? Visit kwu.edu/MBA today. That's kwu.edu/MBA.
You're listening to Sacred Heart Basketball.
And welcome back one final time to Sacred Heart Basketball here from the Irish Classic Tournament in Chapman. Adam Coulter and Avery Cadle on the broadcast. Final score of the boys game, 46-31, as the Knights sweep Bishop Ward here on the third and final day of the round robin tournament. Scoring in the game, 11 points for Max Ehrlich, 10 by Evan Bogart, 6, let's check that first, 9 for Will Tuttle off the bench, 6 for Luca Adami. Also 4 apiece for Mike Matucci and also Jet Samuelson, and 2 points off the bench for Carson Lehman back in the first quarter. Meanwhile, for Bishop Ward, 13 for Tyler Holmes, 8 by Gabrielle De La Torre, 3 by Jashawn Holiday, 2 apiece from Edward Freeman, Aaron Guess, and also Jalen Jefferson, and 1 point from the free throw line before he fouled out by Denaro Jones. Sacred Heart goes to 4-0. Bishop Ward falls to 1-3 as our final score, again, 46-31. And our gem of the game brought to you by Vernon Jewelers. Evan Bogart with 10 here today, and his biggest scoring output of the game, or of the season, I should say. But going to name Evan Bogart. He was all over the place. He got 10 points and was the leading scorer for the Knights until Max Ehrlich got a couple free throws late. But again, rebounding and up and down the floor. But Evan Bogart, tough game for him, playing hard as these guys always do. We'll name Evan Bogart our player of the game, our gem of the game, brought to you by Vernon Jewelers here on Salina Post as Knights basketball finishing up here for this afternoon. So again, Sacred Heart sweeps the Lady Knights early on, go to 2-2 as Bishop Ward falls to 0-4. It was a 60-7 game there, and a game never in doubt when the Knights scored the first 26 points. And for the Knights, the boys, they go to 4-0. Bishop Ward to 1-3 as Sacred Heart fell down early, 11-9 after 1, but they hold the Cyclones in just 20 points in the final 3 quarters of the game, including just 7, 3 in the second and 4 in the third in that 2-quarter span. So final score again, 60-7, the girls win it, 46-31, the boys win it as Sacred Heart sweeps Bishop Ward here on a Saturday afternoon. So for Avery Cadle, I'm Adam Coulter. Thank you for listening. Next broadcast will be on Tuesday night at Elbing. Breen Academy is the opponent, and we will join you for that. We hope you'll join us for our audio stream and our video stream as well, audio and video. And we appreciate you watching and listening along with us here on Salina Post. So one more time for Avery Cadle, I'm Adam Coulter. Thanks for joining us. Final score as the Knights sweep. The boys again win it 46-31. The girls win it 60-7 against Bishop Ward. We will talk to you once again Tuesday night, and a very good afternoon and good evening and good weekend from Chapman and the Irish Classic Tournament.